What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning. You're watching Amos Live. My name is Boy and this is Schiphol Airport. It is Thursday, March 6th, 2025. I'm standing here at the threshold of 18 left. One of two runways now open for departures. And I'm expecting that when the Polderbaan closes, Center is going to act as primary runway for arrivals for 2 hours, and runway 27 will 0927 will be used for arrivals as secondary runway. So I'm hoping for a stream with back-to-back action from departures to arrivals and back to departures until approximately 1 p.m. local time. That's when normal operations will resume, more than likely. Earlier in the week, Schiphol announced that Polderbaan would close for arrivals on sunny days between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. due to reflections of a solar farm lying just north of the runway threshold. Temporary measure expectedly until at least the 23rd. We'll see how it goes. This is KLM flight 1761 lining up, ready to go to Bremen, and an A320neo from EasyJet to Hurghada. And a very good morning to everybody who is joining already. Marja, goedenavond. Clementia, goedemorgen. Sander, goedemorgen. Hamish, good evening, mate. Be careful out there. Alex, David, Naomi, good morning. Hans Worst, goedemorgen. Dennis, Erik, Peter, good day to you all. Hey Tom, Ramon, good morning. This is EasyJet to Hurghada. A320neo, the OE lug. Brand new airplane, first flight April 2024. Hey there Anka, good morning. Bas, goedemorgen. B-Dave, good morning. Lovely weather over here, it's Cavalcade already, bit chilly. Slight breeze, nothing to write home about. Lovely spring weather. Expected temperature highs today 18°C. I have to see it first to believe it, or feel it, I should say. Bumpy the bump. Good morning, Commander Straker. Jess, good morning. Michael, goedemorgen. That was Area 53 passing by in the foreground just now. And off she goes to Hurghada, to Egypt. More airplanes are already coming this way. On the far left, EasyJet and KLM to Berlin and Krakow respectively. Leo, goedemorgen. KFN, goedemorgen. Angelina, goedemorgen. Good morning and good evening. Good day to everybody who has joined in the meantime. Welcome to Schiphol Airport. My name is Boy, this is Amos Live. We're standing at the threshold, the northern threshold of what is called colloquially the Aalsmeerbaan. Runway 18 left, one of two runways in use for departures today. Headshot coming in. Double headshot, no less. EasyJet to Berlin, KLM to Krakow. And this is airplane inception. EasyJet to Berlin. Anka says 18C, wow, that's almost an Irish summer. Well, it's what they expect. I have to witness it first. A couple of days of warm weather and then back to cooler temperatures, but still overall sunny weather expected. EasyJet A319 to Berlin, and here we have the windsock indicating there's hardly any wind, but what wind there is blowing from the south. This is looking to the south. Up and away. Also one of KLM's A321neos is coming to Zurich, KLM flight 1919. Dave asks if I'm near the McDonald's. I'm not too far away. A bit further down the cycling path. Where are the golden arches? They're probably hidden from view behind this building. I'm now standing. This is the threshold of 18 left. If you look on Google Maps, you can see there's a cycling path, and I'm a bit further to the west compared to where the McDonald's is situated. Good morning, Seal the Deal, Hamish, Milan, Colton, Delaware, Jotterke. Good morning, one and all. Dennis, goedemorgen. Oh. Also a massive big thank you to Dennis, who just now joined the Aurora Sky Lounge once again as a member. Thank you for renewing your membership and your vote of confidence, Dennis. Right, let's have a look. One of KLM's A321neos. Facts C. Get your facts straight. Thought maybe the captain was making eye contact, threw a wave to him, but he didn't reciprocate, so I guess he was just checking out his iPad or something. Hey there, Carol. Or is it Carol? Carol. Goedemorgen, good morning. Hey there, Tim. Hey there, Mark, good morning. Fax C. Airplane inception. 737 to Munich, Embraer 190 to Turin, both KLM. Hey, Sander, kom je zo even langs? Bringing coffee. Where are you standing right now? Cycling path and from McDonald's towards P3. McDonald's is somewhere behind the building over there. Follow the cycling path and then you'll arrive over here between McDonald's and over there P3. And mate, thank you so much for your super chat. You didn't have to do that, you know that, right? Regio, good morning, goedemorgen. M. Visser, goedemorgen. That was T1, the lads from T1 all waving. Oh, heavy traffic here. They're actually working right in the corner where I used to stand. The grass field is now a mess. I'm not sure what they're doing, if it's fiber optic cables or something else, but they're digging in the ground over there. Good morning, Nick. Good morning, Tina. Hey there, Lance. Good morning, mate. Good to see you again. Right, it's just Carol. In that case, good morning, Carol. We'll leave the E for what it is. Save the E for parties. Hey there, MK. Good morning. This is KLM flight 1639 to Turin, Embraer 190. The PHEXV, 7 years old, first flight February 2018. What do we have here? That's probably Chris Coote, and he has mates with him further upstream, or is it downstream? No, wait, that's a duck, is it? Isn't it? Hybrid duck, duck pigeon. Now, if I recall correctly, I also thought I saw a tufted duck somewhere over there earlier, though now no longer visible. Goods are definitely making some noise over there. In the meantime, a very good morning to all who have joined. MK, good morning. QJ, good morning. Arjan, goedemorgen. Farmer22, goedemorgen. Patrick, goedemorgen. Dexus, good morning, goedemorgen. Carlton asks, can a private jet land on this runway? If they arrive from the south and the runway is open for arrivals, they can. Although biz jets often land more back in the distance where runway 0422 is. That's a small runway, especially for business jets. General aviation platform is also on that side of the platform area. Hadi Sander, goedemorgen. Bob, good evening, mate. Adrie, goedemorgen. Danny, goedemorgen. Martin, morgen. Yes, good morning. Welcome back, one and all. Can we have another airplane coming this way, going to Wrocław or something? Polish speakers, please correct me and forgive me for mispronouncing that name. It's number 190 on its way to Poland in a few moments. Flight number lead 1337. QJ asks if the Oostbaan is under maintenance at the moment. I don't think that it is, because as I was setting up here earlier in the morning, I did see a bizjet take off from it. So I'm assuming probably not, or maybe no longer. It didn't look like it was closed earlier to me. This airplane, the PHE-ZH, is 15 years old. First flight of this airplane was in October 2009. On its way to Poland, and a 737-900 from KLM to Rome is coming next. Midvi, goedemorgen, good morning. Henk, goedemorgen. Rino, good morning. Welcome all other viewers who have joined us in the meantime as well. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy, and we're standing here at the threshold of runway 18 left, which is in use for departures today. A secondary runway, primary runway being runway 24. Polderbaan will close for 2 hours between 10 and 12. That has to do with the sunshine and a solar panel farm right north of the threshold, causing reflections that are blinding the pilots. So as a temporary measure, until a more permanent solution has found, the runway will close between 10 and 12, at least until the 23rd this month. And I'm thinking when the secondary runway for arrivals needs to open up between 11 and 11:40, like the previous 2 days, I think today it's going to be runway 27, which means that when the departures stop, arrivals are going to begin and vice versa, at least until 12 o'clock, but by then this runway will once again be used for departures until 1 o'clock. So I'm thinking around 1 o'clock it's probably game over here, because then the normal north-south runway configuration will be used again with Polderbaan and center open for arrivals, and runway 24 the primary runway for departures. Howdy Stijn, goedemorgen. And Maria notes that in her landing video from last September, she could see the solar park being built. Yeah, and if you look on the internet and Google the notifications of this news item, a lot of them contain pictures showing what the pilots see when they're on board in the cockpit. And it is a big mirror. Who on earth authorized the build of such a solar farm right in front of a runway? That's really stupid, and the person who okayed this should be fired. Absolute nincompoop. Hey Siegfried, goedemorgen. Farmer22 asks if there is an A380 coming. There certainly is. And yeah, yesterday I thought I saw that it was early, expected around 12. Today I thought I saw the same ETA. Yesterday they kept runway 27 open for arrivals longer than the normal time that the secondary runway for arrivals is open. Normally it closes around 11:40 and they kept it open I think until noon or so, and Emirates A380 yesterday arrived shortly before noon and it landed on runway 27, so I'm hoping cautiously that we might get a similar situation today and hopefully see it land, but I'm thinking it might go to center. That's what I'm betting on, but obviously we can dream, can't we? Finnair A350 to bloody Helsinki. Unfortunately, not coming this way. Jess says I'm inbound from Sao Paulo. I did see that yesterday the 777s arriving from Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro were directed to runway 27. Obviously, that's no assurance, no guarantee that the same is going to happen today, but yesterday the flight arrived on runway 27, which was kept open longer than normally would have been the case. Sergey, good morning. Amsterdammer 113, goedemorgen. Arnold, goedemorgen. DB Baseman, good morning. Danny Rules, goedemorgen, good morning. Malt, goedemorgen. I think a very bad planning decision, Carol. KLM Fokker 100 on the panorama rooftop terrace over there. Freely accessible, publicly accessible. If you're ever at Schiphol Airport, you don't have to go through customs. You can visit it freely. Aviation Dallas, good morning. Alan, good morning, mate. Lovely day indeed. Hope it also is beautiful weather over there where you live. Farmer 22 asks, what's your favorite plane? If I had to name just one, I would say Boeing 747 probably. Over 737 lining up here. We have a headshot with an E2 Embraer 195. Good morning to Housing Indonesia and to Kevo. Long time no see, mate. Adi Niels, goedemorgen. Bas, goedemorgen. David, good morning. Mr. Blue Sky, finally you came around. Hey there T-Mac, good morning. Jetstream Journeys, good morning. The runway we are standing next to is the threshold of 18 left. E2 Embraer lined up. Ohio gozaimasu, Ari. Loader pilot, good morning. Swiss A320neo to Zurich, flight 725. Next up incoming this way. HBJDE, 3 years old, first flight December 2021. That's the E2 Embraer going away. That was K3, briefly passing by here in the foreground. Julian, goedemorgen, good morning. Keith, good morning. And welcome to all others who have joined us in the meantime. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. We're standing here at the threshold of runway 18 left, aka the Alsmeerman. Secondary runway for departures today. Primary runway being the Kaagbaan runway 24. It's a sunny day. The wind is blowing from the south, for insofar as there's wind blowing today. That means that normally speaking, the Polderbaan, 18 right and center act as the runways for arrivals. However, the Polderbaan is going to be closed between 10 and 12 because of reflections of a solar farm right north of the threshold of that runway. Means that center is going to become the primary runway for those 2 hours, and runway 27 is expected to become the secondary runway for arrivals. That means that as soon as this runway stops being used for departures, the intersecting runway, runways 27, I'm expecting to be used for arrivals. So I'm expecting back-to-back action. Arrivals, departures, arrivals, back and forth until approximately 1 o'clock. At which time normal runway use will resume, and I'm thinking traffic here is going to die. But until 1 o'clock I'm expecting constant action here. The Dash 8 100 from the Coast Guard just took off from runway 04 to the northeast. And the airplane I was pointing the camera to is KLM's 737-900 in the SkyTeam livery, KLM flight 1251, which is going to go to bloody Helsinki in a few moments. PHBXO, 23 years old, first flight June 2001. Fritz, guten Morgen, herzlich willkommen, good to have you back, mate. Good morning, Omar, who is tuning in from Newcastle. Good morning, P-Basque. Good morning, Planes 111. Simon, good morning. Eddie Henk, goedemorgen. SkyTeam livery 737-900 KLM on its way to Helsinki, KLM flight 1251. In the meantime, I need two Embraer 195 over here lining up. We have an Embraer 175 behind it. And there's also a Dreamliner that wishes to cross the runway with a tugger. Traffic coming this way. Area 51 also throwing a wave. E2 Embraer 195 to Florence is taking off. Austrian over there. I think it is coming this way. Embraer 175 to Frankfurt over here. KLM flight 1817. Hey there, Maria, good to see ya. Good morning, Brian. And good morning to all others who have joined. Welcome to the show, folks. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. We're standing here at the threshold of runway 18 left. One of two runways in use for departures today. Secondary runway, though. The primary runway is runway 24. Moving the camera forward just a little bit. Seems that my balance was off a little bit. There we go, letting go of the camera, and yeah, it remains stationary. That's the way we should have it. Polderbaan is not in use between 10 and 12. Means that the center runway has become the primary runway for that time, and the secondary runway is expected to become a runway 27. That's the runway intersecting this runway that this Embraer is now standing on. So I'm expecting a smooth transition to arrivals once the departures have finished here around 11. And then when the arrivals have finished, back to departures. So continuous flow of inbound or outbound traffic until approximately 1 o'clock. I'm hoping for longer, but I'm expecting things to calm down here from 1 o'clock onwards. Chris Coot is doing morning cardio. We're being watched over here by Austrian going to Vienna, A320. The Embraer 175 seems to be holding short so that this Dreamliner can be tucked from one side of the runway to the other. In the meantime, BizJet taking off from the Biz runway 22. That's runway 22 being used for BizJet departures. Air Baltic is lining up behind Austrian. That's another airplane inception. And QJ is giving us hopeful news that around 10:15 Cathay Pacific 747 is going to take off from Paris. Okay. So hopefully we'll get to see it land later when runway 27 is in use. Austrian, the OE LBN going to Vienna. Still ample space for the word Wolf behind Austrian. Don't know why they haven't made an effort of it yet. Don't those A220s look gnarly from the front as well? Such a pretty airplane. Arriving on center, QJ says. Well, in that case, we're not going to see a lot of it. Especially if it's going to take the east side to go to its parking. The west side. If it doesn't come this way to taxi around the platform area, which it probably won't, considering it is going to land on runway center then. Yeah, so in a nutshell, there's a 747 coming, but we're not going to see it. Not as interesting as I initially thought it was going to be. Air Baltic to Riga, flight 618. Adi Roy, goedemorgen. Good to see you, mate. Peter, good morning, mate. Welcome back, folks. Hope you're all doing well. Happy Thursday. Air Baltic, flight 618 to Riga, taking off now. A220, a year old, celebrating its first birthday last month in February. E2 Embraer in the background. Oh no, wait. I thought it was going a bit slow, but it turns out it wasn't going away at all. Not sure why they're doing what they're doing. Now they're checking which way to vacate or... Huh? Right, so they are aborting their takeoff. They're vacating over there. Air Baltic flight 618 not going to Riga just yet. YL ABU, its registration, a year-old airplane. So apparently something came up, causing them to reject the takeoff. Dag Remco, goedemorgen. In the meantime, another bizjet just taking off from runway 22. Hey there, Gregory, good morning. Gregory says that would not give me confidence. Well, at least they're taking precautionary measures in time. Better safe than sorry. Does make you wonder what was the reason. More airplane inception. Hey Lise, goedemorgen. Noah Jens, goedemorgen. Welcome to all others who have joined us in the meantime. You're watching AMS Live, my name is Boy. This is the threshold of 18 left. With one after the other. Embraer E2 in the background. Embraer 190 over here. Hey, and Air Baltic. Is it coming back already? It is coming back. Okay, interesting. Stranger says that the reason was the captain didn't feel like going. Morning, Stranger. Right, so now we have a combo of the A220 behind the E2 Embraer 195. Similar engines. Hey there, Mario. Guten Morgen. This is KLM flight 1753 to Hamburg. And behind it, once again, Air Baltic flight 618 outbound to Riga. Why it didn't go and leave initially, we still don't know, but it made a small round around the block and it came back immediately, so it mustn't have been something very serious. Jameson asks why 18 left today instead of 18 right. 18 right is closed right now until 12 o'clock. So had I gone to 18 left, we would have seen arrivals for 15 minutes and then 2 hours of nothing and only traffic landing on the center runway in the distance. Hey Pieter, goedemorgen. Ah, Vexy had a bird strike. We saw it take off just now, not too long ago. Mustn't have been very serious then. We saw it leave just now. I think it went to Paris, if I recall correctly. Guitar in the background. Mike Wild, good morning. Alex, good morning. Rob, goedemorgen. Lovely weather here, Cavoquet. Not much to write home about when it concerns clouds or wind. This is our Baltic. Second attempt at departing to Riga. Bombardier C-Series 300. Airplane a year old, celebrated its first birthday in February. Adi Martijn, goedemorgen. Second time lucky, hopefully. Hey, morgen. Alles goed? Mooi. Mac. Maar volgens mij, Roelof kwam hier ook net langs. Die zei dat je ook op zich gewoon hier kon staan. Dus kan proberen. In het ergste geval zeggen ze dat je moet gaan. Dus als je niet direct de ingang blokkeert. Is goed man, zie je zo. Hey. Qatar's coming this way. That's sweet. Sander Souquet just now arrived. Still looking for a place to park his car. I'm still not very convinced about the speed here. Yeah, no. That's also not a successful attempt at taking off. Right, that's effort number 2. .737 lined up, but look at what is coming this way. Qatar Cargo. Oh, BizJet. Another BizJet. Still a red lamp. Can't get it up. Needs Viagra to get it up. Release the handbrake. He's scared. Oh, guys, bring it in. Bring it in. More, please. Hey there Ruben, hey there Karsten, howdy Rolf, good morning, guten morgen, good evening, welcome to the show one and all. You're watching AMS Live, my name is Boy and we're standing at the threshold of 18 left. Center is being used for arrivals. And I did see a Delta A330 pass by just now. Let me have a look and see where the glide slope is. Where the next airplane is. Maybe we can see the 747 later. 747s that are still expected. First up, Qatar Cargo. Going to Doha. 777 freighter. Flight 8206. 5-year-old airplane, first flight July 2019. Fire in the hole. Here we go. Hadi Gerrit, goedemorgen. Lisa was on the panorama terrace just now and the captain of the Faka gave a little wave during pushback. Nice. Cheeky pilots, always waving at the beautiful ladies. And rightly so. Right, another 737 over here. And is that our third? It's the same Air Baltic to Riga. Number 3. Effort number 3. Here's the Fokker. 100 in the background on the panorama rooftop terrace. We have a queue forming over here. It's airplane inception once again. Hey there, Mick. Good morning. Janice, good morning. Right, indeed, Julian. Place your bets, Air Baltic taking off or not. Pretty soon, we're going to see its third attempt to depart to Riga. (737) to Berlin next. And indeed, Iris, third time's a charm. Hopefully also in this case. Area 55, just now passed by, sounded the horn. Let's see that Scott just now became a member again. Welcome back, Scott. We kept your seat warm. Thank you for your vote of confidence. This is the PHBXT to Berlin. It looks like there's a 737 to Warsaw on Cheater's Lane over there. Question is, in which order are they going to let them depart? Hannah says, I bet it will take off. Redison guy, good morning. Fritz has to go und says, tschüss, bis nächste Mal. Thank you for joining, Fritz. Schönen Tag. Bis bald. RDW, goedemorgen. Looky here. Air Baltic looking over the shoulder of the preceding Embraer from KLM. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Is it my turn already? I want to go a third time. And in the foreground, KLM Flight 1799 to Düsseldorf. And this is the third attempt of Air Baltic in a few moments. Benny Shark says Air Baltic will not take off for the third time. Right. Adriaan says they replaced the red lamp and replaced it with a green one. Sounds like Adriaan thinks the airplane is going to take off on its third attempt. We'll see soon enough. One airplane lined up right now, and of course there's still that 737 to Warsaw on Schiller's Lane, KLM 1313, bit further south. Gregory says Air Baltic pilot was booked for a cargo ship but took a wrong turn. Alrighty, here we go. Third time's a charm? Question mark. Are you guys stressed yet? Or annoyed? The pilots turning onto the runway for the third time now. Right, third time, let's see. Pedal to the metal. Nope. They already dethrottled rather quickly. I hope you guys heard it. Wow. So that's three failed attempts at takeoff. How comfortable would you feel if you were on board as a passenger? And in the background, it's special livery cousin. And special. That's the Rasta version. Oh, Chris and Curtis are bickering. They're having a fight about how many efforts it's going to take Air Baltic to take off. I think they bet money and now one doesn't want to pay the other. Hey man. Derde keer, Air Baltic. Niet opgestegen naar Riga. Heeft het nu 3 keer geprobeerd. He forgot how to, he doesn't want to leave. Alles goed?
Ja, lekker met jou.
Mooi, ja.
Doe even zo.
Fist bump.
So.
Captain Jerry also back in the chat, good to see you mate. Yeehaw, also back in the chat, good to see ya. For those of you joining us only just now, welcome to the show. You're watching Amos Live, my name is Boy. We're standing here at the threshold of runway 18 left, where Air Baltic flight 618 built for 3 consecutive times. It was supposed to go to Riga, still hasn't left the house.
And maybe he's looking up where to go.
He's looking up where to go, indeed. In the meantime, I'm joined by Sander Sake, who is also arrived here. Oh, thank you so much, my friend. Fresh coffee as well. Meanwhile, over here, airplanes back to back. Dude, I hope you brought that all for yourself, right? You're kidding. Now I can see that the arrivals are taking place on the center runway. Just to show you what we can see from over here. It's not a lot, but TUI Dreamliner over there. Relatively quickly, trees and stuff are getting in the way. But if there is a 747 approaching, give us a heads up. Marja says, goedemorgen. Goedemorgen terug. Hey there, Horia, good to see ya. And welcome all others who have joined. Ooh, I'm spying with my little eye. That's an A350 Singapore Airlines coming this way. On its way to Singapore. If it can find the runway. This way, to the left, come on, you know you want to go. Right, in the meantime, Air Serbia. Embraer 190. Hey there, Cloudy. Hey there, Cora. Patiza, good morning. Tuning in from South Africa. Think Air Baltic to Riga is now going back to the gate for the time being. And there is a cheater on Cheater's Lane. That's the Air Baltic special livery. I'm special. It's the Rasta version. And I think it's going towards the runway to line up already. Why did you think that?
Because like 747s within an hour.
Yeah. But when are they expected to arrive?
10:15 to 11:15.
Yeah.
And then the A380.
But then from 10 and but between 10 and 12 the Polderbaan is closed.
Really?
You didn't know? You didn't hear? Polderbaan is closed between 10 and 12 on sunny days whenever it's being used for arrivals because of the solar panels. Yeah. Yeah. So center is now the prime center is the primary runway, and I'm over here because I'm expecting runway 27 to act as secondary runway for the arrivals later. Special livery Air Baltic on its way, showing how it's done. Big hitters are coming this way. First of which, this beautiful A350 Singapore Airlines flight 323 to Singapore. Hey there, Jojo. Hey there, Kelly. And welcome all others. Good to see you all. Han, goedemorgen. Roy, goedemorgen. Welcome one and all. You're watching AMS Live. We're standing here at the threshold of runway 18 left. Runway for departures, and I'm expecting around 11 that runway 27 is going to open up. That's the runway intersecting the runway we are standing next to. And Roy is right, a very well thought out project by the counties regarding the solar park. Singapore Airlines A350-900 to Singapore, next to take off here from runway 18 left, flight 323, 9 Victor Sierra Mike Papa is its registration. It is 7 years old. The first flight was in June 2017. And if you guys are liking what you're seeing so far and you have already consider leaving a like, it really helps to bring in more new people like yourselves who are into streams such as these but who haven't come across the channel yet. What a beautiful machine. The cockpit looks spacious. I like how on the XWBs there are those exhaust pipes that are separate from the rest of the engine. I don't think you see that on any other airplane type, or any engine type I should say. For a moment I thought I heard pistons. Thought maybe it was the Dash 8, but probably emanating from the highway, the sound. Little wiener, Patrick says. Yeah. Hey there, this is Myron. Moestik, good morning. Marga, goedemorgen. Good morning, one and all. KLM Flight 505 to Zanzibar is now lining up. That's a 777-300ER. PHBVP. KLM Flight 515 to Zanzibar. This particular airplane is 9 years old. First flight February 2016. Stan GB 777, good morning. And welcome to all others who have joined. Michael May, good morning. You saw the picture that Roelof has taken. Officer Roelof and his mate on duty today came by. We had a little chat before going live. He mentioned it before leaving that he took a picture and was going to post it, so SAS in the meantime lined up over here, and we have a lot to see at Schiphol. Here it is. It's going to go to Warsaw pretty soon. Flight 266. 15 years old, first flight November 2009. I see on flight radar that Emirates Flight 146 has been pushed back. That's a 777-300ER to Dubai International. That's a candidate for departing from this runway. So it is 10:42 a.m. local time now. You can find the local time in the bottom of your screen on the left. This is runway 18 left. We're standing next to the threshold. One of two runways being used for outbound traffic. And from 11 to 11:40, two runways are going to open for arrivals. The primary runway, at least until 12 o'clock, is going to be the center runway. And I'm expecting runway 27 to open up as secondary runway. And that's a runway that is intersecting the runway these airplanes are now taking off from. So we're standing here optimally to also see the arrivals pretty soon. And after those are done, this runway is going to open up again and will be used again for departures. So if all is well, until approximately 1 o'clock, we're going to have a constant flow of inbound, outbound, outbound traffic. This is lot flight 266, looking very polished. after Warsaw. And thank you for sending the link, Michael. I'll have a look when I'm done streaming. Apparently a picture of me setting up. Well, not apparently, I know for a fact. Rudolf showed me the picture. For those of you joining us later, welcome to the show. You're watching AMS Live, where runway use temporarily has changed on sunny days when wind is blowing from the south between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. due to reflections of the sun on the solar park right north of the threshold of the Polderbaan. Another Air Baltic A220 is coming this way. That's flight 962 to Vilnius. BizJet landing, Adrian says, thanks for the heads up. Insofar as we can see it from over here. That's the reason there was a hold up here for lot taking off. Thank you for the heads up, Adrian. Cranes in the background, somewhere in Aalsmeer by the looks of it. Here we have another Air Baltic A220, the YLCSH, going to Vilnius, flight 962. Adi Lauwe, goedemorgen. And good morning to all others who have joined us. 7-year-old airplane, this one. First flight November 2017. Now interestingly, the airplane that did not go away for 3 times back to back was a new airplane. Hailing from February 2024. So you'd think it would technically be in order. But apparently it's not. Kelly asks what caused the rejected takeoffs. Good question. I don't know for one, but if anybody has learned more about it, please share in the chat. I'm sure we're all curious to learn. Bump at the bump. That's the crossing of runway 27 over there. Which is crossing and is oriented perpendicularly to the runway heading of this runway. Oh, sorry. Thought I had zoomed out. I think I accidentally zoomed in. Here we have Emirates Flight 146 on its way over here. That's 777-300 that is going to fly to Dubai International. Hey there, Georgie boy, good morning. Good morning to all others who have joined. Kwasarva, like the name. It will be coming soon, but first, Aegean Airlines to Thessaloniki. It's an A320, even though the cockpit looks like it is an A320 Neo. 9-year-old airplane already, first flight May 2015. Roy is tuning in from Adelaide. Good evening, mate. Hope you're doing well. Oh, what's he doing? Interesting. Did they have permission to go that far already, or has he overshot? Don't see them that far up ahead already. I'm sure you're allowed to stand there. And Hans says hi there from the from Emirates that is coming. Hey there. Back to you, Hans. I'm pretty sure that this airplane is not supposed to be standing where it is holding short right now. I think it overshot a little bit. Don't forget to leave a like if you're enjoying the content and you feel that more people should join us here today. It really helps to bring in new people who are into aviation streams like these, such as yourselves. Helvetic Airways. Current status quo. Overview. Emirates is coming. We have an E2 Embraer 195, which is going to go to Bologna. Talking about airplane inception. Watch out behind you. Hurry the F up. Make haste. Triple 7-300 Right. SAS line skipper. Over there. On their way to Oslo. Roy asks, no live ATC today. I've never had that, nor will I ever. So you must have me confused with some other guy. Hadi Arjan, Hadi Liewe. Goedemorgen heren. Hope all is well. Not just with you guys, but with all the viewers. Welcome to the show. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. We're standing here at the threshold of runway 18 left. where the whale sounds precede the departure of this E2 Embraer 195. In the meantime, mate, do you have the feeling that we're being watched? Me and Sander Sake are standing here at the threshold. We've got the feeling we're being watched for some reason. Look at those two. What they don't realize is that we can also have a look at them in the cockpit. Make sure you push the right buttons. Emirates flight 146 to Dubai International. A Boeing 777-300ER. And what a big airplane it is. This particular specimen registration A6EPK is 9 years old. Its first flight was in February 2016. And I think I'm hearing the sound of more GE90s being started, and looking on Flight Radar I can see that Garuda Indonesia Flight 89 has been pushed back. Saw it parked when I drove up here this morning. I think it's going to come this way. Hey, Sander Sake, who I think I have heard somewhere here in the vicinity, is indicating he'll do an airplane dance after this departure. Ooh. Another pilot says 27 is open, it looks like. Is that so? If this is going to be the last departure from this runway, we might not get to see Garuda. That would be a pity. I would have preferred if they had waited until Garuda also took off before closing the runway. And Hans is seeing us. Where are you situated, mate? Do you have a flashlight? Can you shine the light? Can we still see? Hardly. Oh yeah, landings have begun. Landings have begun. Mini Orange Pride. No wait, this is the UNICEF lipstick plane from Norwegian. Right, probably the last departure then for the time being for another 40 minutes. Runway 27 is going to open up for arrivals. Or has already arrived. Open up for arrivals. Right. Means I'll also have to switch on Flight Radar from outbound to inbound. Hans says, have to switch off the phone. You know that this is BS, right? I've posted a video, a link to a YouTube video a long time ago in the community section, which explains why airplane mode on your phone when you're in an airplane is not necessary. It won't crash your airplane, although it might drain your battery, because it's continuously looking for a signal and will magnify its signal. Alrighty, inbound traffic, it is coming. Means that we have to switch around. First airplane already over there. EasyJet, easy. Now, Garuda, Indonesia. Where art thou going? Did anybody check EHAM CDM already? I'm wondering, is it still going to come this way or will it take off from runway 24? Still 1 minute to 11. Hey there, Frank, good morning. Landing on 27, Peter. But yeah, same runway. The same runway you're mentioning. Yeah, Garuda seems to be turning away from us. Garuda 224. That is such a shame. Well, in that case, let us focus on what we can see arrive. Over here, KLM flight 1828 arriving from Stuttgart, Embraer 190. Might have to turn up the volume just a little bit so that you can hear it better, or is the audio okay? There's still headroom to amplify the audio a little bit. Parallel arrivals, center runway is the primary runway. A330 over there, KLM. So I have to have eyes in my back and in the front to see what is coming in. Transavia next to arrive over here, flight 6610, and if I recall correctly, yeah, there we should see it first. Arriving from beautiful Innsbruck. PHHSK, which is 8 years old. First flight was in March 2015. Don says, Kagalaks in 30 minutes, landing, special livery, 50 years old. I saw it on Flight Radar. Where is it coming from again? I forgot. Miami, so we'll be landing on center then. Looky here, we have company. A380 in 43 minutes. Yeah, hopefully still going to runway 27. Atlas in 54. That's one of the three coming in from Miami, right?
Yes.
Right, so those are all going to go to center, more than likely. Right. In the meantime, over here, coming in is KLM flight 1268 arriving from Copenhagen. I'm going to turn up the audio, the ambient audio ever so slightly. Help me remind me to switch it lower again when the departure starts. Mark asks, what's the ETA on the airplane dance?
Could be now.
Could be now. Ooh, well, In that case, I might have to turn around the camera. Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. We're first going to have a look at Gary Grebe, the mother ducker, and his companion over there. Because now they're above the waterline and you never know when they might dive under. It's usually when they sense there's a camera pointed in their direction when they start diving under. So I think we're flying under the radars, so to speak. Ha ha ha. Here we have Sander ready to do an airplane dance when the cycling path is ready. In the meantime, let me film another landing here. Transavia coming in. Floor is all yours, mate. That was bloody fantastic. If you like what you saw, don't forget to add to the number of likes, folks. Bring in more people that are into streams such as this. Mate, that was a terrific airplane dance. Thank you so much. Hope that satisfied the audience who were craving an airplane dance. Perfect. We're waiting for Aegean, arriving from Athens, which is arriving, should be arriving any moment now. Can we see? Yeah, well, there it is already. I was wondering, can we see it a bit further up ahead? I think we ought to, if I know where I need to look. Aegean arriving from Athens, flight 3624. Ooh, outbound traffic. Or is that inbound? That's EasyJet. I think that might be inbound traffic for either runway 27 or for the center runway. Passing over Schiphol at 7,000 feet probably. Before turning in either to one of the two runways open for arrivals. Let's see, another KLM 737 should be next, arriving from Oslo. I'm wondering if we can see it already over there, through the trees. Or maybe even further up ahead. Already looking. I'm struggling. I think those trees are going to be in the way. And if it's not a tree, then it's a van driving in front. Oh yeah, wait, I do have some movement over there, if I recall correctly. No, it was somewhere else. This is KLM flight 1198, arriving from Oslo. And the EasyJet that passed by overhead has made a right-hand turn. Now flying downwind to arrive at Buitenveldebaan, as Adriaan was also already indicating. Big puff of smoke. And a bit of rubber deposited over there.
Frank says, sunrise plane, and if you don't get it, step out.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Hey, BizJet coming in. Nice. CL60 arriving from Girona. Private owner. Bombardier Challenger 605. Still wondering if we are able to see it further up ahead. Particularly looking at where the glide slope is when the next airplane coming in is a small airplane. It's a bit of a challenge. I think it's going to be hard enough already to see the airplane through the trees in the building and in front of the building over here. Small airplane. I'm also wondering if it's going to make a last minute right-hand turn or left-hand turn to land on runway 22. That's not impossible. Hey there, Ulf. Guten Morgen. And good morning to all others who have joined us. In the meantime, you're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. We're standing at the threshold of 18 left. Now closed until 11:40 approximately, if all is well. Runway 27 is open until then for arrivals. The next airplane we are awaiting is a BizJet, a Bombardier Challenger 605. That is returning to Amsterdam from Girona. And there it is already. So what's it going to do? Will it land here on runway 27? Or will it turn? Wouldn't be surprised if it's going to do the latter. No. It's going to land on runway 27. Right here. And the car 50 Lux has been assigned to center. If you guys would be so kind to give me a heads up once it turns final. In other words, enters onto the glide slope. KLM returning from Berlin, 737-900 next to arrive, and there's a quad squad Air Icarus coming this way. As you guys can see, it is flying near the sun already. Let me get my bearings in. This is flying from... if this is east-west and this is north-south... southeast to northwest. Looks like this is an airplane arriving from Frankfurt or Munich, with Frankfurt, in my opinion, the most likely location it is coming from. If I had to guess now and call it, I would say it's an A340. But she's flying really close to the sun. We should be able to pick it up once it has passed us by and will be nice and contrasty. Lufty 747, Tom already says. Frankfurt to LAX. Hey, look at this. High clouds in the southern sky over there. First time I'm seeing some clouds over here. Next up should be an Embraer 190 arriving from Frankfurt, KLM flight 1816. 7478 no less, Kawairashi says. Shall we have a look? A340 is behind it. Oh yeah, you can see it already. A340 is over there. The 7478 now near the zenith. Beautiful to see. Old livery with the yellow logo. Fantastic. And pretty soon the A340, which is over there, and is also coming this way. Meanwhile, I saw the Embraer 190 behind the buildings just now, coming this way, flight 1816, arriving from Frankfurt, German Airways Embraer 190, the Das Fa, 40 minutes on the way, 19 years old, hailing from the year 2006, month not specified. The A340 that is coming will be going to Detroit. Fire truck is coming this way. Here at Schiphol, always something to see. This is a cubicle. That is probably a driving cubicle on its way to probably the fire station at the Polderbaan. That's where we usually see it go to. This is the something 40, if I recall correctly. Where is it? Yeah. Small wave. It's on its way probably to the fire station near the Polderbaan. Meanwhile, that A340 is getting ever closer. It's now flying closest to the sun visually. Means that the contrast is going to improve. At the moment it still looks very pixelated. Right, so let's see, airplanes. Let's see that the Cargolux 50 years is still over the Gulf of Yorkshire. Well out still. In the meantime, let's see, is it, can my tripod, yeah, no, that's too high for the tripod. Have to wait until it has passed by a little. Now, slowly but surely, I can start to zoom into it. Really passing overhead. This is still the highest that my tripod can get the camera. Now we can slowly begin to zoom in on it. Lufty A340. This is the new livery. Beautiful to see, beautiful to see. In the meantime, the airplanes keep landing here on runway 27. Next airplane coming in is an E2 Embraer 195 arriving from Billund. And oh, police helicopter. Police helicopter. Just took off. Where's that, the lifeliner? No, it's the police helicopter. Coming this way. Or is it? Howdy Gertin, goedemorgen. Trucker Nick, goedemorgen. Welcome one and all. Hope you're doing well. Another quad squad arriving. Quad squad contrail. Next to the sun. Looks like another A340. Is the police now coming this way? Or is it moving away from us? No, it's coming this way. Yep, check up on us. We're doing the same with you guys. And this is a 747 Lufty, old livery. And somebody's using the reversers. That was Iberia Express arriving from Madrid. Next up should be KLM flight 1850 arriving from Munich. Embraer 175. PHEXS, 7 years old, first flight November 2017. A340? Airplane just now? Really? Right. For those of you joining us later, welcome to the show. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. We're standing here at the threshold of runway 18 left, which is going to open up again for departures pretty soon. Right now, the runway that is crossing it, runway 27, is being used as secondary runway for arrivals. Different runway used because of the temporary closure of Polderbaan due to reflections. And photo for you says A380 assigned to Zwanenburg. So, going to center means that runway 18 left is going to reopen again around the normal time, around 11:40 for departures. Next airplane that we are expecting is Air France flight 1500 arriving from Paris-Charles de Gaulle. It's an A320, 19 years old, first flight February 2006. Rodog also back in the chat. Good to see you, mate. A little head nod, and over here also head nodding is Chris Coot. Getting in some fibers. Fabulous breakfast. See the Paul is also back in the chat. Good to see you, mate. Hope all is well. So I'm joined here by Sander Sakay, who already did an airplane dance. If you missed it, wind back to earlier because it was worth it. The Emirates A380 is in Dutch airspace and already has been assigned to runway center. That means that the closure of runway 27 is imminent.
Atlas Air is turning in on final.
Atlas Air is turning in on final. Excellent.
And Elias asked, boy, what's the camera?
Camera is a Canon XA60. Right, so where do we need to look to see the Cargolux 7478? First up, let's see if we can get our bearings in with the E2 Embraer 195 that is preceding it. It is arriving from Newcastle. And it should be... I think it should be visible, but it's probably behind the highway. Where?
Just on the signage, the start of the bridge.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, okay. So we can extrapolate the track. I'm thinking the 747 should be visible.
Yeah,
Where?
halfway the bridge.
Halfway the bridge. I think I have it. Yeah. There it is. Cargolux 7478 50th anniversary livery, arriving from Miami, Florida. 8 hours and a minute on our way. The the LXVCC, that's Victor Charlie Charlie. 14-year-old airplane, first flight July 2010. Going to the center runway, as will do the Emirates A380. So this is a nice practice round to see where we need to point the camera and where we need to look in the sky to see the traffic going to the center runway. All well over here, Paul, thank you for asking. Now, you might be wondering, why is current runway use in progress and not the normal when the wind is blowing from the south? Polderbaan is closed on sunny days, at least until the 23rd of March, due to reflections of the solar panel park right north of it. It's apparently blinding the pilots, and until they found a solution, they're going to close the runway between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. Means that going to the Polderbaan would result in a boring stream where you would see arrivals to the center runway for 2 hours straight after 10 o'clock. Cargolux 50 years livery, here it is. Overtaking a truck on the right, that's not legal here in the Netherlands. I had no other choice. Yeah. That's what they all say. Not expecting that we can see something from over here, maybe just a tail, but probably nothing. a bit further over there. Nah, don't think so. Oh wait, yeah, just a glimpse, just a small glimpse. Brief glimpse, there you go. In the meantime, Embraer 175 arriving from Stavanger over here, landing on runway 27. So we're probably left with another 10 or so minutes that runway 27 is going to stay open for arrivals. After which the runway we are standing next to the threshold of runway 18 left will open up again for departures. Hopefully giving us a few heavy hit departures. Let's see, are there any airplanes still coming in? It looks like this might have been, just now have been the last airplane. Hey there Marco, goedemorgen, good morning. Christian, good morning, who is tuning in from Poland, good to see you mate. So I think I am calling it. I think runway 27 has closed. Yeah. So the Emirates A380 is now flying south of Lelystad and is coming to the center runway. Means that this runway will start being used again for outbound traffic pretty soon. Let's have a look on flight radar. Air Arabia Morocco to Nador is coming this way, so I think that might be the first airplane coming here to take off from runway 18 left, which seems to have reopened only just now. Hadi Clementia, goedemorgen. Oh, a waft of jet fuel into my nose. Yep, Air Arabia Morocco to Nador. A320. 8-year-old airplane, first flight April 2016. First airplane to be taking off from the just reopened runway 18 left. Stranger asks if I'm high. I'm always high as a kite, mate. Always. If it's not from vodka, then it's from space cake. Right, so let's see where the A380 is. It's traversing Markermeer. Probably a couple of minutes arriving over there. Right, well, at least now we know approximately where we need to look. Jess says, looks like KL 579 will go to center in about 15 minutes. I'm sitting on the right hand side. We'll try to shine the light from seat 7A. Well, if somebody's there, they might catch a glimpse of it. We're standing left of runway center, so we won't be able to see it over here, Jess. Also, the distance from center to where we are standing over here, pretty far away. So I'm afraid I won't be able to film your arrival. Well, not at least from up close. So
it's the left side.
Sorry?
She says, sorry, it's the left side.
Ah, the left side. Time to lower the volume back to the setting I used initially for the departures. There we go. Lest I forget. Don't want any clipping. Yeah, it's blinding. It's blinding. Yeah, you sometimes do need sunglasses over here with those bright lights. And we're also standing at around the same height, so now I'm also happy to see that KLM flight 877 to Mumbai is coming this way. That's the 787-10 Dreamliner by the looks of it, with Corendon leading the way. And I'm having a look to see where the A380 is, zooming around a little bit on flight radar. It's now flying northwest of Purmerend, coming this way. Here's the 5 years outdated livery of KLM 100 years. Hey there Felix, good to see ya. Welcome one and all. K2 just now passed by. This is Corendon Max 9 737 to Hurghada in Egypt. KLM flight 877 going to Mumbai in India in a few moments. It's a 787-10 Dreamliner, the PHBKA, and it has that familiar KLM 100 years toothpaste logo on it. Special livery, 5 years old, first flight June 2019. In the meantime, zooming out a little bit to see where the Emirates A380 is. It is now turning final east of Castricum, so still a bit to the north. I'm already looking ahead and in the vicinity of the Corendon Hotel to see if I can spot something. I'm thinking on paper we should be able to see it well in advance given its size, if we know where we need to look. Then again, there's also a bridge of the highway right behind us, and does look to be a little bit in the way, plus the hotel, the Corendon Hotel. Hey there Raj, good morning mate, and welcome to all others who have joined in the meantime. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. This is the KLM 100 years, lined up on runway 18 left, ready to take off to Mumbai in a few moments. And indeed, Aqua Fresh, McLean's, whatever it is, toothpaste, a good reminder that we need to brush our teeth daily, twice a day. Meanwhile, I'm looking behind me in the vicinity of the Corendon Hotel to see if I can spot the A380 in the background already. On paper, I think we should be able to see it relatively soon. There's a hold up over here, so I'm wondering, is there a bizjet taking off in the meantime or landing? That doesn't seem to be the case. I'm now constantly looking behind me. Is that the A380 already? I think I might have the A380. I think I have the A380 already. Same location as the 747 just now, near the bridge, center of the bridge. Yep, there it is. Emirates flight 147 arriving from Dubai International. Here it is. 6 hours and 15 minutes on the way. It's early today. Just a tad past 11:40. Had it been a couple of minutes sooner, we might have still seen it land on runway 27. The flight time also shorter than normally would have been the case. Only 6 hours and 15 minutes. Normally speaking, at this point it would have traveled for 6.5 hours or so. The airplane is 10 years old, its registration is A6EOB, Echo Oscar Bravo. First flight of this airplane was in June 2014. There's the tail. That thing is so tall. There you go, the A380 has arrived. Meanwhile, 777-200 to Nairobi, Kenya has been pushed back. That might be a candidate for this runway. It is looking us right in the eye over there. Also, a Bombardier C-Series 300 from Croatia Airlines is coming this way. That's a beautiful machine. In the meantime, Marissa also back in the chat. Good to see ya. It is freaking early today, the A380. Absolutely. For those of you joining us just now, welcome to the show. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. I'm standing here at the threshold of runway 18 left, and I'm joined by Sander Sake, who did an airplane dance earlier. If you missed it, scroll back. I don't know exactly what the time was when he did it, but it's worth having a look at. It's one of the days that Polderbaan is closed between 10 and 12 because of reflections of the sun onto a solar panel park right north of the threshold. It has been blinding pilots who were landing on the Polderbaan, and until they found a more permanent solution, at least until the 23rd of March, between 10 and 12 the runway is closed. That means that at that time the center runway is taking over as the primary runway for arrivals, and secondary runway has become runway 27 the last couple of days, including today, which is why I went over here, because when the departures from 18 left stop, the arrivals from 27 begin, and when those stop, as you can see, once again the departures from 18 left begin. Now unfortunately from 12 o'clock onwards, normal runway configuration is going to resume, and that means that the center runway and the Polderbaan 18 right are the two runways for departures, arrivals, and this runway is the secondary runway for arrivals. Means that from 1 o'clock until 2, no more action over here, which is why I think the stream today is probably going to end around that time. For now, if you don't have to be anywhere, stick around, plenty more happening here. We saw an Air Baltic A220 earlier in the morning. It was supposed to go to Riga, and it rejected its takeoff 3 times in a row, and it went back to the gate, and we never saw anything and heard of it since. This is an A220-300, aka Bombardier C-Series, Croatia Airlines, and what a beautiful machine it is. I just love the way that nose looks. It also makes liveries look better. I think this livery looks so much better on this airplane than on the A320 series. Another MAX 9 from Corendon is coming. Hello, we'll be leaving for Tel Aviv. Gives us a good moment to look if we can see signs of that so-called anti-missile system that is supposedly on all of these airplanes. Nothing visible on the outside, as far as we can see over here. Now, all well and good, but have a look at what is staring us in the eye. I once again feel that we are being spied on. What about you, Sander? Does look like it, doesn't it? Alrighty, going to Nairobi in Kenya. This is KLM flight 565, a 777-200 registration PHBQG. That's Bravo, Quebec, Golf. 20-year-old airplane, first flight April 2004. And after that we are going to see a MAX 9 from Corendon, which is going to go to Antalya. Bump, bump, that's the crossing of runway 27. Up, up, and away. Here's the Corendon MAX 9 to Antalya. That's flight 417 PHCDQ. It's Charlie Delta Quebec. Airplane a year old, first flight October 2023. And Clemencia informs us that flight Air Baltic flight 618 to Riga has been cancelled for today. So they gave it a go for 3 times. And after that, they cancelled it. And Stranger was supposed to be here supposed to be on that flight in 2 months from now. Meridiano says kind regards from Gran Canaria. Nice work as always. Thank you for your kind words and nice of you to say hi, mate. Greetings back to Gran Canaria over here from sunny Netherlands. Although the high clouds that you can see in the south of the sky do seem to be creeping in a little bit. Still hardly any wind, as you can see by the windsock. It looks like Turkish flight 1952 is getting pushed back. That's an A330-200. Hadi Pieter, goedemorgen. Flight radar says that Emirates is on the move. I'm looking to see if I can spot the tail. Not able to see it. Hadi Karst, goedemorgen. This is not the Kaagbaan, this is the threshold of Aalsmeerbaan. Runway 18 left. Where we can have a look at the terminal building. See all the airplanes parked here on the foreground, in the foreground. And also see the Fokker 100, the retired Fokker 100. And Raj says left engine failure for Air Baltic flight 618 to Riga. That's why it was cancelled. Okay, yeah, well, engines are quite vital for an airplane, so if they don't work, I can see why they cancelled. Now as it happens, I'm looking on my screen and I can see 618 viewers as well. The same flight as the flight number from Air Baltic. Hope you guys are still having fun. If you are enjoying the stream and have been thus far, don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. It really helps to bring in more people like yourselves who are into streams such as these, but who haven't come across the channel yet. Helps to get the streams recommended to new people. We have a couple of airplanes that are on the move coming this way. Transavia A321neo to Alicante. It's coming this way. Embraer 190 to Genoa, that's a line cutter. Over there, taking Cheater's Lane. KLM 737-800 to Istanbul, flight 1959 is also coming. We have an EasyJet A320 to Naples, also coming this way. So in the distance, the Embraer 190 to Genoa is taking off via Cheater's Lane. That's KLM flight 1645. And over here, Transavia being followed by EasyJet. This is Transavia flight 6149 to Alicante. This is the PHYHV Victor. Brand new airplane. First flight was in February 2025. Does that make this the latest addition to the fleet? Probably. And if not the very latest, then at least one of the latest. And this is the latest, says QJ. So yeah, there you go. The latest edition. Transavia livery, I think, looks better on the A321neos than on the 737. Hey there, John, Dutch Canadian. Good to see you again, mate. And Matthijs, goedemorgen. Just a few minutes of morning left here in Amsterdam. Will be interesting to see if KLM Flight 743 is coming this way or not. Probably not, but you never know. Going to Lima in Peru. And here's the latest of the Transavia A321neos. Well, rental. Splitting up. In the meantime, the A320 from EasyJet to Naples is lining up here. The OELJI. No, IJI. 10 years old already. First flight March 2015. Captain Kickass rightly says everything looks better on an Airbus A321neo. I think you are right in that respect. I think the same can be said about A220s. It does make liveries look better. Up, up and away. Let's see what else is coming this way. too sure about EasyJet to Tenerife. It does look like it is turning this way. Tarom to Bucharest is at least coming this way. Already visible over there. Tarom flight 362. It does look like the EasyJet to Tenerife is also coming this way. Adrian says, before the coast, C-130, in case you hear some gebrom buzzing. Now, as it happens, I do think I'm hearing something, but might be my imagination. The wind is blowing away from, not towards the sea, so sound coming from the west should be having headwind, so to speak. Right, Turkish now also being pushed back. That's the A330 if I recall correctly, flight 1952. The 777 to Lima. Unsurprising, but you never know. And apparently yesterday Turkish Retro A330 also visited Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. If I recall correctly, we saw that once in the handful of times I wasn't kicked out of the P3 parking garage and was streaming there a couple of months ago. It is a beautiful airplane indeed, but that can be said about almost all retro liveries, if not all of them, I think. Adrian also warns us that in a few moments 4 F-16s near Utrecht will pass by towards the Wadden Islands. That means they should be approaching from the south. Whether or not we can see them from over here remains to be seen. We should hear them if they're close by, if they get close by. Tarom to Bucharest over here, 737-800. And again being blinded here by the EasyJet A320neo. Hey Wolfgang, good to see you, mate. Servus and welcome back, mate. This is an A320 Neorio from EasyJet. Oreo cookies. Off to Tenerife. Brand new airplane, first flight April 2024, so in a month from now it will be turning 1. F-16s now near Hilversum. Right, thanks chaps. Hey, Marissa says, Cathay Cargo 747 popped up on flight radar and is scheduled for 18 left. That's good news. You know what that means, Sander? It's coming this way. I'm hearing stuff, but was looking to see if maybe I could see some F-16s or something. Thought I heard something, but probably just my imagination. My senses being primed by you guys telling me that there are F-16s to be expected somewhere. Now, what is coming? It is the beautiful ITA. Number 3 to take off here, A321neo, going to Rome. That's going to make for a beautiful headshot there. First up, KM Malta, going to, let me have a look, let me look that up. Malta, who would have thought?
Weird.
Huh, how about that? Airplane inception once again. KLM flight 1615 turning onto the runway. That's number 190 going to Milan, but of course I'm keeping my eyes on this beaut. This is ITA Airways flight 107, which is going to go to Rome. This particular airplane is almost turning 1, the EIHXE. First flight of this airplane was in April 2024, so next month, birthday cake. Sorry? Air oink oink. That is terrific. Another ITA is also coming, beautiful. Never enough ITAs here. Looks like a spacious cockpit. What a beautiful machine. Now the next airplane taking off here will be another A321neo from Air Oink Oink going to Istanbul. Wind starting to pick up ever so slightly. Looks like the wind is blowing from the east a little bit, east-southeast. And away she is, back to Rome. Next to Air Oink Oink, which you can see over here on the left, on the right. The Turkish A330 is also taxiing this way. We'll be going to Istanbul shortly. That's an A330-200 if memory serves me right. Cathay Pacific Cargo 7478 is also being pushed back and coming this way. And this is Air Oink Oink, the Flypigs A321neo, which will be going to Istanbul. ITA in the background, also coming this way. Now there's also a NetJets BizJet taxiing, which will be leaving from runway 22 pretty soon, and another one already taking to the sky, BizJet. Meanwhile, the sound of CF6s, I think, or are they a different airplane engine type? Here we have Turkish flight 1952, which will be leaving for Istanbul pretty soon. First, Air Oink Oink will be leaving for Istanbul. Now look at what is creeping up behind. It is a beautiful A220 ITA Airways. Such a lovely machine. That's good news. That's good news. 7478 coming this way. Where's it going to go to? Milan or Luxembourg? Hong Kong. So it's going to be heavy.
Yes.
Terrific. What a sound those engines make. It's the Antalya going to Istanbul. Isn't it ironic? What a stunner. ITA Airways flight 121 to Milan. Bombardier C Series 300. Sergio Paris. Hey there, Paper Chase, also back in the chat, good to see ya. And welcome to all others who have joined us in the meantime. You're watching Amos Live, my name is Boy. We're standing here at the threshold of runway 18 left, where Dreamliners get towed left, right and center, and departures are taking place from 18 left. There's also a BizJet taking off by the sound of it. Or is there? Oh yeah. No? That was just my hearing fooling me. Right, I'm already looking to my left to see if maybe there is a BizJet taking off, and I think I see movement now. Yep, there you go. That's the reason that ITA is holding short, or at least is not taking off while being lined up. BizJet first had to take off. Now that that has happened successfully, I'm expecting green light for the departure of ITA Airways flight 121. You do? Let's have a look in a moment. 7478 is coming this way. Aeromo also back in the chat. Good to see you, mate. Hope all is well. Yep, there she is, Cathay Pacific Queen, Cathay Pacific Cargo going to Hong Kong, coming this way to take off from the runway we are standing next to. Or at least standing behind the threshold of. Now, United not coming this way, but it is a lovely 767-300 on the move. Outbound to Chicago. But yeah, Her Majesty the Queen, Cathay Pacific Cargo to Hong Kong is coming this way. There she is. She's making herself over here. Flight 2038 to Hong Kong, 7478. Registration Bravo Lima Juliet Kilo. 11-year-old airplane, first flight November 2013. And Lisa asks if Air Baltic to Riga managed to get it up in the meantime. It didn't. After 3 attempts, the flight is cancelled. And apparently there was a problem with the left engine. Oh. Action over there in the water as well.
Coots chasing each other.
Coots chasing each other. Yeah, and the Grebes are watching. Pool party with the Grebes, one coot, and I think there's another one. Yeah. Boom. Looks like they are crashing into the wall voluntarily, but and they also seem to manage to leave from view. Interesting. Interesting to see. Is there a tunnel or something?
Yeah.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
They just disappeared.
They all seem to have left without leaving a trace, so I'm thinking there might be a little tunnel or something. Meanwhile, Cathay Pacific Cargo is coming this way. The mother of headshots will be in the making, is in the making, will happen soon. Wolfgang asks, what's the direction of the water runway 27? I'm not following. Runway 27, water runway 27, also west to east.
And control shadows is remember to Aurora Sky.
Every car that passes by, they make eye contact, give a wave, give a nod. Oh, A321neo to Berlin. We can already hear Her Majesty. What a beautiful machine. What a beautiful machine. Gives me a moment to go back to the laptop and thank and welcome Control Shadows back. He just became a member again. Thank you for choosing AMS Live, the Aurora Sky Lounge, as your place to hang out in again. Control Shadows, a green member, compensating for the CO2 emissions of this Cathay Pacific Cargo. Thank you so much, Control Shadows. Without you, this would have been pollution. Now this is all CO2 neutral. Thank you for your continued support, your recurring support, and we've kept your seat warm, mate. There's number 190 to Munich, further up on the runway, using Cheater's Lane. BizJet landing, that's the reason for the hold up. There was a pickup truck number 55 just passing by. Adrian says, close your eyes, noise is coming. Interestingly, you don't hear those engines as much from behind than when you're standing on the side or in front of the engines. That's when they're at the loudest. Here she's going to Hong Kong. Cathay Pacific Cargo 7478. KLM A321 Neo is taking off to Berlin by the looks of it. What is it? Let's see. Yeah, that's the A321 Neo to Berlin. Labels need to update a little bit. Embraers. Embraer 190 to Zurich. And here, airplane inception. With Transavia to Ljubljana in the foreground and a 737 for KLM to Prague behind it. And another Embraer 175 just in the picture on the left. Third in the queue, going to Krakow in a few moments. Gives me a moment to welcome Midvi to the Aurora Sky Lounge. Thank you for choosing Amis Live in Aurora Sky Lounge as your place to hang out in, mate. I hope you won't regret it. The custom emojis are now at your disposal. Spamming is not allowed, but you're always allowed to use custom emojis to your heart's desire. Thank you for your support. If you need to know where things are, people will happily show you around. There's plenty of members in the lounge. So don't be afraid to ask around. This is Transavia to Ljubljana, flight 6819. I see that KLM flight 872 is now alive on the platform. That's a 777-300 which is destined to go to Delhi in India. And top travel tip from stranger there, go to Ljubljana if you haven't already. Ljubljana in Slovenia. So for those of you joining us later, welcome to the show. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. This is the threshold of runway 18 left. One of two runways used for departures. If you only joined us later, you may have missed the 3 attempts of Air Baltic flight 618 to take off to Riga. 3 times it failed. Later it turned out it was because of an engine problem. Turned back to the gate and the flight got cancelled. Quite a few heavy hitters have taken off from this runway. We have seen arrivals on runway 27, which is intersecting this runway earlier in the show. And we're standing here because of the temporary measures around the Polderbaan 18 right, which is temporarily closed on sunny days when used for arrivals between 10 AM and noon. Alan has to go. See you later, mate. Now there's an Iberia Express further down the runway that is going to go to Madrid. It's on Cedars Lane. Slowly but surely creeping up on the runway. It does look like KLM 1327 Krakow will be taking off first. Or will it? No, it won't. It continued. So this is Iberia Express flight 1792, which is going to go to Madrid. Through Cedars Lane, it entered the runway. It will be taking off next. 17-year-old airplane, first flight October 2007. Meanwhile, over here, an Embraer 175, which is going to go to Krakow, and after that we are going to see Transavia Tunis, which is nice. Yeye Slijm asks about the water tower of Aalsmeer, and it should be visible, normally speaking. Let me see. It is a bit hazy. No, it should be further over there. Not sure if we were able to see the water tower from over here, or if you need to be standing a bit closer to the McDonald's. I think maybe it is visible from the field next to the McDonald's, a bit further to the east. Now, it won't be long before we are going to see the sun hide behind high clouds. We saw them on the southern horizon, which is over there, and they slowly but surely are creeping in. This is Transavia flight 5581 to Nice, which is nice. 737-800, the PHHSK, 9 years old, first flight March 2015. also seeing that the A350-1000 to Hong Kong has come alive on the platform. Seems to have been pushed back already. Clear candidate to take off from this runway over here. Mercer says it's already on the move. Is it? Well, even if it isn't, it will be coming this way by the looks of it. It's 12:36. That means that the current runway configuration is going to stay open for another 25 or so minutes, if all is well. If I'm not mistaken, this is still the 777 to Delhi. The 777-300 looking us right, staring us right in the face. Long distance headshot, if you will.
Look at the tail of the A380.
Yeah, it's huge, isn't it? Sander says, look at the tail of the A380. Towers above everything. Of course, sitting on top of already a two-story building that is elevated above the ground. I think I also see some movement over there. I think this is the Cathay Pacific A350. Or is it? No, that's Delta. It's Delta. There you go. The 777-200 KLM flight 871 to Delhi. Long distance headshot. NL Planes asks if I am standing next to the McDonald's. I am not. I'm between the McDonald's and P3, more or less. This is the threshold of runway 18 left.
24 meters left.
The tail of the A380, 24 meters. Wow.
Yeah.
How high is the Schiphol Tower? while you're in the process of looking things up. Right, 777 is on the move. About damn time, I was about to say. 101, which is also what Precisely Tuned says in the chat simultaneously. Nice one. 101 meters. And the tail of the A380 was 28? 24. So that's a quarter of the height of the tower. That's big. It's 24 meters, and assume that your average floor is 2.5 to 270, 2 meters 70 or so. So that's almost a 10-story building, if you count from the floor, from the ground up. Hey, Clarky the Flyer, tuning in from sunny Belgium. Happy to hear that you guys are still enjoying the sun over here. I fear we may no longer be in unadulterated sunshine, and we'll get diluted sunshine. Boo. We paid for full sunshine. We don't want the cheap knockoff. Delta is coming, and now I also see the tail of Cathay. There she is, the A350-1000 to Hong Kong, also coming this way. Mustik asks, what is the Samil jet doing on the rooftop of the building? I don't know what a Semil jet is, but I think you are referring to the retired Fokker 100 that is over there. That's the panorama rooftop terrace, publicly accessible. If you ever visit Schiphol Airport, you don't have to go through customs to visit it. It's on an outdoor terrace where people can go into the airplane and have a look. Thank you, Wolfgang, for some useless info. The highest tower in Europe stands in Vienna. It's 109 meters. Xbox drummer says, when you buy sunshine on TeamU. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get. Mother effers. Luckily, nothing will stand in the way of this headshot, except stupid number 19. VW Touareg or something, I think. Ah, small airplane. I was already beginning to wonder, Semil airplane? What's that? Lisa says, I took the sunshine with me to Belgium. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, wait till I get you in my hands. Just you wait. Hey Martinaire, good morning mate. Good to see ya. This is KLM flight 871. We'll be going to Delhi in India. This is a 777-300 the PHBVC. 15 years old, first flight made 2009. What up, Captain? The sun is now shining from behind the clouds and immediately you start feeling that it's becoming a bit cooler. Yep. On the far right in the background, the Cathay Pacific A350-1000, which is also coming this way. There's a G in the background, which I think is also coming this way. This 777-300 15 years old. Oh, the G is privileged because it is already turning onto the runway. It's going to precede the departure of the 777. That's all well and good, but that means I am going to focus on this beautiful specimen of an airplane, the A350-1000. It looks a bit murky, but that's because the exhaust of the 777 is distorting the footage a little. Hey there, Elmo, who is tuning in from Dortmund. Herzlich willkommen. And I agree, Moustik, the winglets of the A350 are so gorgeous. I like that they are curved, and I think that should become mandatory on all new airplane types. It's really starting to get a bit chilly. The wind is picking up and the sun is hiding behind high clouds. Ever made? That's not what it is. You're looking at it wrong. I'm not too scared to film the G. I was just prioritizing aesthetics over gangsters. Mate, thank you so much for your continued support. 22 months a member. One of the longest members. Soon hitting 2 years. know G is scaring me, mate, but that A350... I mean, just look at it. What a pretty machine. This is Cathay Pacific, flight 270 to Hong Kong, an A350 1000. Bravo LXO, its registration. The airplane is 4 years old, first flight February 2021. And what a pity that the sun is hiding behind the clouds right now. It has a small pee-pee. That was me accidentally pressing on the wrong button. I saw that the screen of my laptop had gone dark. I thought, is something wrong? Accidentally pressed on the sound effect, which in hindsight wasn't too unfitting, but wasn't supposed to do that. Evan asks if anyone is about to reach 24 months. The first who will do so within a month from now are going to be Jerry and Rick. And Officer Rudolph. And quite a few won't be long after that. .737 lined up over here, and it's more airplane inception over here. With the two consecutive Embraer 190s. And an E2 Embraer 195 behind that. Wolfgang says, I thought it was the sound effect for small pee-pee. Could also be the case, could also be the case. That also needs to be transported from one side of the runway to the other. Approaching the runway and waiting. 777-200. Now, we already saw the first of the two airplanes in KLM's fleet in the SkyTeam livery, the 737-900. Now we are seeing the other airplane, which is an Embraer 190. This one is going to go to Frankfurt. PHEZX, flight 1819. 12-year-old airplane, first flight April 2012. Gerrit says, always says, careful with traversing. Absolutely. You never know what might hit you if you don't look around properly. T-35 also passing by here in the foreground. Looks like another cheater is entering the runway via cheater's lane. That's KLM flight 1583 going to Lisbon. And in the meantime over here, German Airways Embraer 190 flying on behalf of KLM. Lined up. Here another, albeit a little off-axis headshot of an E2 Embraer 195. Roy says that the E295 has to go on a diet. It does look like it has a little underbelly, doesn't it? It protrudes a little bit. But that's also, I think that also can be said of the A330. I always think that the A330 looks a bit pregnant. It also has a relatively large Wi-Fi compartment for mothers-in-laws. So sleek, narrow body, but with curves. Are they at the right place? That's the question. Headspace says, look at the wreck on that plane. Now, it is 12:53 and looking on the platform to what is going outbound, I see traffic all going to the west. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is going to be the last airplane before runway 18 left is going to close and all departures will be going through runway 24, which I think is going to happen between 1 and 2 o'clock. Now it's also past 12 o'clock, plus it's no longer that sunny over here, so Polderbaan and the center runway are now once again the primary runways for arrivals for the rest of the day.
There's a DHL banana at the cargo.
Sorry?
Oh, it's gone. What the hell? Oh, there it is again.
DHL banana.
Yeah, cargo platform.
Oh yeah.
Destination not available.
Destination not available. Destination unknown. Now a good moment for the 777 to be tugged over the runway. Nothing coming anytime soon by the looks of it. A320 from Air France to Paris has come alive. Where is it going to go to? It looks like it is moving to runway 24. That gives me confirmation that this runway is now closed for departures, which means nothing is going to happen here for an hour or so before departures resume. Where did I see it? Saw Peter Pan over there. There you go. Transavia Peter Pan. A lot of stuff on an airplane. Do I like it? Not too sure. It's striking. Let's put it at that. Let's call it striking. Now, looking at what is going on here on the platform, it looks like we're back to a standard north-south orientation landing configuration. And if that is true, it means nothing is going to happen over here, because now parallel arrivals in progress from runway 18 right and center. Means I think the end of today's stream is near, and yeah, hopefully back again tomorrow. For now, I think this is it. First of all, a big thank you to Sander for coming by and saying hi and doing the airplane dance, of course. Let's not forget that. Always a pleasure to have company, and particularly your company. It's always nice to have you around. So thank you for showing up and sticking around here. And also a big thank you to all of you for joining me here today. I had a wonderful time. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I have. If you enjoyed the stream and you haven't already, consider leaving a like, because it really helps to bring in more new people who might also be into streams like these. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you so much for the support, for the likes, for the super chats, for the super stickers and whatnot. Mods, also a big thank you to you guys for keeping the chat friendly and accessible. I'm going to say enjoy the rest of your day, be safe, and see you again hopefully tomorrow. Have a great day, guys.